tears off through, use that as a mini slugger, tears off through double dash dark forest. This is a recording taken from a free live class that I give from time to time to my email subscribers. Let's get stuck in. Keri Lee. Come in, Keri Lee. Where are you, Keri Lee? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. Hi.
Hello, Keri. So, you had me at Rat Bastards, actually. I think this is a great title. When a former combat medic decides to lead a group of misfits into battle against a colony of mutant rats, she approaches the job like she approaches life. Stoned, armed, and angry. What's not to like? You got a mic drop here. I think this is so good, it deserves its own sentence. A former combat medic leads a group of misfits into battle against a colony of mutant rats. That's already awesome. And then if you need that second sentence, she approaches the mission like she approaches life, stoned, armed, and angry. I'm in. Rat Bastards. How are the first couple of pages? Do we feel it? Canyon Road Night. A stout guy, 20s, longish hair flopping into his face, clomps up the dark road, carrying a squirming burlap bag and singing in mock angelic Rihanna style. I'm not going to attempt to imitate Rihanna. I'm a fine-tuned supersonic speed machine, got a sunroof top and a gangster lean. He suddenly hears yowling and rustling from the roadside bushes. He glances at them and quickly crosses the road. He looks back, whoa, what the f***, and darts into the woods. Stout guy, eyes wild, crouches behind a boulder listening, hyperventilating, trying not to make a sound. A tiny muffled bark rises from the burlap sack in his hand. He pulls it to his chest. Shh. Then he hears leaves crunching, getting closer. He jumps up and tears off through the dark forest. Canyon hillside. A few moments later. Stout guy last ran in grade school, but whatever's chasing him offers stellar motivation. He's flying. He jumps over a log and looks back. His eyes go sky wide. What the f***? He runs on, a blur of speed and self-preservation, the burlap bag bouncing against him. The crunching is getting closer. He runs on, panicked. Then he sees a house light up ahead. Yes! New life, new speed. This improbably fleshy dude is breaking records now. When he's almost to the house, he looks back and trips. He slams down, and the burlap bag bounces away. The bag wriggles. After a moment, Grace, a beige chihuahua, pokes her head out of the bag, terrified. Grace's glossy black eyes reflect a wave of small, dark forms thundering towards them. Then, stout guy screams, agonized as the forest fills with the sounds of horrific, frenzied chewing, and blood splatters across Grace's pop-eyed face. Fade to black. What a load of fun. This is kind of monster movie. It's Tremors. We're in horror comedy kind of zone. What's your background, Keri?
I started out in journalism and then went and got some education in literature. So I've kind of been doing writing, story.
You've got a mission statement on your website, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty mission driven. I like genres. I like to meet genre expectations, but then go deeper with themes and character.
I've got it here. Keri Lee writes provocative, character-driven comedies that explore everything from social alienation to ecological collapse. So what I love is you know what your lane is, provocative, character-driven comedies. If this takes off and you get a meeting with an agent or a manager, they'll know where to put you because they know what your lane is. And this is a big subject, but I did read your website and I thought, right, okay, Keri's got her brand in line, but what about her writing? So, stout guy, look at the distance between the noun and the verb. He clomps up the dark road. There's a lot going on in the sentence. We've got his hair, his face, He's clomping, and the most important thing is the bag. And before we've even had a full stop, he's singing. So he's clomping, he's carrying, and he's singing. I suggest that maybe we just give the reader a little bit of space to take in the visual. So if you say a stout guy clomps up the dark road, longish hair flopping into his face, I can see that. And then, he carries a squirming burlap bag, singing in mock angelic Rihanna style. So this is an awesome character intro for the guy who's going to die hard. He suddenly hears. We don't need suddenly. Now, do you need to say he hears? Can we make the sound the subject? Something yowls and rustles in the roadside bushes. He glances at them, quickly crosses. So there's crosses is not very, he crosses the road. It's a neutral verb. So we've given it a bit of speed by giving it the adverb. But if you're in the Stephen King business, you don't use the quickly. He dashes across the road. He looks back, what the fuck, darts into the woods. Often writers cover their scripts with capitalization, and in the wrong type of movie, it gets in the way. But actually, I think yours works, Keri. It's that sort of Zombieland feel. Your tone is comedy and explosive, so I think it works. Okay, stout guy, eyes wild. Try and keep the noun close to the verb. Stout guy crouches behind a boulder. That's the wide shot or the medium close up. Eyes wild, listening. So just flip them round. Hyperventilating is a typo. Trying not to make a sound. If you have a character who's trying, upgrade that word. It's a little trick to struggling or fighting. Tiny muffled bark, pulls it, shush. This is great. We've got the conflict. Sugar cube is on the page here. And then there's another one because we've got a cute animal in danger. Wonderful. Then he hears. You don't need to time it. He hears leaves crunching, getting closer. Jumps up, tears off through the dark forest. A few moments later. Now, we don't need to time things.
A few moments later.
Tears off through. Use that as a mini slugger. Tears off through double dash dark forest. Look at the voice here. That's the thing that we're looking for in a comedy, because I know that Keri's funny based on a description that is not going to actually be used by actors. There's no dialogue there. Stout guy last ran in grade school, but whatever's chasing him offers stellar motivation. He's flying. Look at the rhythm of that. The way that Keri's mixing up little sentence fragments, longer voicey bits, runs on a blur of speed and self-preservation. And then, does this need to be capitalized? Maybe, maybe not. If you capitalize something, you're saying to the reader, this is more important than the stuff that isn't capitalized. The crunching is getting closer. That's a bit flat. The crunches close in. Runs on panicked. Don't need the then. New life, new speed. How about that for a little bit of changing up the rhythm? This is something that's a massive part of the script on a program looking at narrative voice. Short little sentences, longer sentences. It's a pleasure to read rather than he does this, he does this, he does this. Repetition of rhythm is the enemy of a good read. You want to mix it up. New life, new speed. That sounds like it could be one of Joshua's little ad slogans. This improbably fleshy dude is breaking records now. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Don't need after a moment. Don't time it. Grace. I don't know why she's in caps. Is this Grace going to reappear or does she get eaten?
Yeah, Grace is kind of
she's coming back.
Pivotal thing that appears at the end.
Okay. Grace's glossy black eyes reflect a wave. Now, this is very cinematic. I think this is so awesome. I'd put a double dash or something. I think this needs to be its own image. Glossy black eyes reflect a wave of small dark. Small, I'm not a fan of small, but you do need the size. Another adjective for small dark forms. A small dark form is not very menacing. Somebody just said low dark forms. That's it. I think that was Stephanie. That was a great suggestion. Screams agonized. Don't need the as. The forest fills with the sounds of horrific frenzied chewing. Blood spatters across Grace's pop-eyed. Fantastic. Great stuff, Keri. Job done. Really good writing. Our job is to replicate the excitement that the audience will feel when we've got cameras, lights, movie stars. And I think this script does it. If you're enjoying this class, I've got a Scooby sense that you're going to absolutely love my free 50-minute masterclass. 7 mistakes stopping you getting an agent. It's essentially a taster class for my paid program, the Scriptfella program, but there are a ton of valuable, actionable techniques that you can take away today. So click on the link and get stuck in. Scriptfella out.